Okay, what are we looking at? This is Alan Dershowitz. And I don't know who the guy with glasses on, some tattooed guy. And I just want to draw a distinction between who I'm attacking. It's not this gangbanger or whatever he is. I don't make any judgments about this guy's a Christian or this or that. Or it doesn't matter. The people I'm condemning are Morris Dershowitz or Mo Dershowitz or Alan Dershowitz or all the Dershowitzes, right? It's on, and this guy's onto it. He doesn't strike me as having a college education or anything else, but he seems to know what's happening.
Let's talk about Alan Dershowitz because there is a lot wrong with this creature. Dershowitz is a very renowned lawyer who graduated from Harvard. He was Epstein's lawyer. He was Trump's lawyer. He was Bill and Hillary Clinton's lawyer. And he also wrote this lovely article right here. Statutory rape is an outdated concept. In this article that he wrote, he is making the argument that if a 16-year-old girl can choose whether or not to get an abortion if she gets pregnant, she should be able to choose whether or not she has sex with an adult of any age. Which makes a whole lot more sense when you put it into context with the allegations that were made by Virginia Giuffre, one of Epstein's victims who recently passed, rest in peace, against Alan Dershowitz. Dershowitz was also the attorney who got Epstein that initial sweetheart deal where he didn't have to do any prison time. He also defended Donald Trump in the 2020 impeachment trial. And his ties with Bill and Hillary Clinton go way, way back into the 90s. It's almost as if he's in this same club of people who all have horrible allegations of shit that they did to kids. You know, a club that has people from both parties, on both sides, and in other countries as well. A club that always pretends to be enemies, but somehow always covers each other's asses and makes sure that none of them get held accountable for their actions. Let's talk about Alan Dershowitz, because there is a lot wrong.
This would be called what Jesus was talking about as the synagogue of Satan. The synagogues would be plural of Satan. It's all the Ivy League schools. It's Jack Kennedy and Jackie Onassis. What, are they different than Richard Nixon and Pat Nixon? I'd say Richard Nixon is a far more has far more similarity to a true Christian than Jack Kennedy and the Kennedy family. Are you kidding me? Nixon at least had some, structure as growing up a Quaker in terms of his, behavior behind closed doors with women, right? Are there any allegations of what all these others, the Clintons, the Obamas, all the great Democrats who called Richard Nixon a fascist? But they're not fascists. They're communists. And they're communist fascists. They're the same club. How come this guy can figure it out and nobody else can? Because they're members of the same club. Because this guy is, like myself, has been down there in it, or up there in it, or out of it. Except I didn't have the same lifestyle as this guy. So I wasn't I was in it. It's hard not to see when you're around people who are doped up all the time watching TV that, their conduct and behavior isn't exactly up to code. If you follow any kind of religion other than Aleister Crowley. I just call it Aleister Crowley because he simplified it. He said there's only one law, It's not do unto others what you would have done to yourself. It's do unto others whatever you want. That's the whole of the law. Whatever you get away with. Andy Warhol said it perfectly as well, because it's not Andy Warhol that's saying it, and it's not Crowley that's saying it. It's Satan that's saying it. And he's saying, come on, what's your problem? Take it, it's yours. Saul Bellow, the Jew, seize the day. Death to tyrants, sixth emperor, everything is in Latin, of course, because that's the Greco-Roman religion, or the Egyptian religion, or the Assyrian religion, or the Persian religion. and you name it, eye for an eye. It's the Old Testament religion that these people, the Jews as they call themselves, though they are not Jews, as I read in Revelation 2:9 and 3:9, and on and on and on. The Jews are the people who follow Jesus Christ. If you don't follow Jesus Christ, you're not a Jew. God created the human race, so he gets to define who a Jew is and what the standards are for being his child in obedience. So there you have it. Straight from, this chill dude, biker, and everything else. And I only judge people, by what comes out of their mouth, whether it's what they're saying is true or not. And what he's saying is true. Believe it.